Here we go with the third race for Junior Rotax. It's Heat 3, Groups A and C. Here is your starting grid. On pole position, it will be Heat 1 winner, Kasper Schormans. He'll have Armand Hamilton alongside him, who this time won't be starting from the dummy grid. He's made it out of the dummy grid on time. Alberto Kiko Fracassi and Bolowet will be on row number 2. Row 3, it's two Brits. It's Max Cuthbert and Thomas Ingram Hill. Boris Maximov and Theo Palmer will be on row 4. And then you've got Crick Knudden and Archie Clark competing the top 10. Thomas Behrman will be joined by Jordan's Hamza Al-Fayez on row 6, with Olivier Jonkers and August Reber, row 7, Aras Majauskis and Laura Bubanova, row 8, row 9, Georges Nassar and Sky Parker, Ryan Bourguignon, Joshua Graham, and the USA's Charlie Smith complete the 21-strong starting grid. And Emerson McAndrew-Uren again showing the colours in support of DHR. So we will see over the course of the next 7 minutes plus an additional lap, will we have 3 different winners from 3 different races? Well, you're going to have to watch along and find out with us. So the drivers line up in formation ahead of the third heat out of 6 here in Junior Rotax as they split, head into the tram lines. Are we ready? Are we steady? Lights are out first time. Good start by Armand Hamilton, trying to keep it pinned around the outside of Kasper Schormans, who keeps the lead going through into turn number 1. Into the right-hander at turn 2. It's 2-3 abreast at points in the circuit. Oh, we've had a couple of carts go off. Max Cuthbert has gone grass tracking. And the Brit goes all the way to the back end of the field behind the 252 of Sky Parker. Just came to a bit of a head as the top 4 lead the way through into turn 7. They're starting to break away early from 5th position. Schormans has already started pulling away from 2nd place. So Armand Hamilton and those drivers behind, which will include Alberto Kiko Fracassi and Bolowet, who rounds out the top 4. Side by side, good move there by Laura Bubanova up the inside through the penultimate right-hander. So the Slovakian makes a move up the order. Alberto Kiko Fracassi slingshots past Strawberry Racing teammate Armand Hamilton through into 2nd in the opening corner on lap number 2. Boris Maximov now 5th ahead of Crick Knudden. Thomas Behrman completes the top 7. Hamza Al-Fayez now up to 8th and has got some daylight between himself and Behrman to start chasing the 259 from KR Sports. Archie Clark and Olivier Jonkers ran out the top 10, but the field is closing in on each other. The top 4 thought they might have a breakaway, but I think Boris Maximov has other ideas. Now through into the chicane once again, over the crest. After lap 2, it's Schormans that still leads. Fracassi did lead in the opening heat earlier on today. As through on the inside, there's a change. That was Olivier Jonkers being passed by Archie Clark, who retakes 9th. There's a couple of other drivers there as well. It's the XL Motorsport pairing of Theo Palmer and August Reber. And Jonkers left high and out to dry. Oh, clash of wheels with the 229. Jonkers ends up on the grass, back axle flying up into the air. and it loses him another position. This time to Laura Bubenova, who is right on the coattails of August Reber in the 229 from XL Motorsport. 4 minutes and 20 seconds still to go. And there is one of the, there's an Argenti Motorsport driver. That is Adaś Mrzałskis, as Max Cuthbert tries to go round the outside through the penultimate right-hander, or the last right-hander on the circuit on Georges Nassar. That didn't quite work out, did it, Max, I'm afraid? But 64,000 separated Alberto Kiko Fracassi and Kasper Schaumanns. Hamilton and Loet are in close proximity. 6.5 tenths cover the top four. Heading through into the fast right-hand sweeper at turn 6. And Hamza Al-Fayez has got to within 5.5 tenths of Thomas Behrmann. That gap is now is dwindling quite significantly. The Jordanian running with the Brand Racing outfit run by expat from the Netherlands, Danny Brand, who's also working with Tony Hogg in DD2 Masters. And now this quartet are really going to start battling hard. Hamza Al-Fayez had a difficult first heat. Fracassi up the inside to take the lead on the beginning of lap number 5. Past Kasper Schaumanns. So once again, in a second successive heat, Alberto Kiko Fracassi has ended up leading. Top 8 covered by 1.7 seconds after 4 laps. And now Al-Fayez is within lunge range of Behrmann. And what's more, Hamza Al-Fayez pulled away from Archie Clark as if the 247 from KR Sport was standing still. Now onto the completion of lap number 5. Fracassi leads for an entire lap of this 1.38 kilometre circuit. And Schaumanns now decides, well, I've had enough of you leading. I'm going to be up front. And Fracassi straight away went back on the counter-offensive. Hamilton's waiting in the wings. He nearly thought he had an opportunity as they wrestle with the steering wheels going through turn 4. Loet's just saying, right, I've got the ringside seat. Let's see what happens here. Hamilton up the inside of Fracassi through turn 5. Loet was also looking through. And now Krik Knoren and Boris Maximov are there. Maximov in 5th. And then also Behrmann and Al-Fayez. Hold on to your hats, folks. Here comes the roller coaster ride. Loet now up past Fracassi into 3rd place through turn number 8. 1 minute 30 plus an additional lap still to go. And there's Archie Clark. And what's more, the leader has started pulling away. Schaumanns has got a lead over Hamilton. Fracassi back up the inside. Sideways as he turned in through on Loet. And there is Maximov. Maximov has got through on the Italian. Through up into P4 goes the 230 from the Netherlands. Now he swings wide. Fracassi back up the inside. This could open the door for, oh no, disaster. Thomas Behrmann is slowing. And he was running 7th. He was gunning for at least a top 5 finish. And with 50 seconds to go, technical dramas strike a cruel blow to Thomas Behrmann. So with 30 seconds still to go, Schaumanns is being kept honest by Armand Hamilton as we've got someone else. That is Adaś Mrzałskis off the circuit, coming through into the penultimate right-hander. 2 laps to go. Schaumanns has the lead as Al-Fayez fires it up the inside of Archie Clark. And the Jordanian now up into 7th. Timer now expires as they head through turn 5 at the left-hander, the 90 left for the final time. Schaumanns has the lead of just over 0.3 of a second. With Hamilton, Loet, Kiko Fracassi, Maximov, Knoren, Al-Fayez, Clark, August Reber, and Laura Bubinova. That is your top 10. Thomas Behrmann's sudden technical drama meant that the 2.59 would end up retiring on lap number 6. One more lap to go. Oh, and Hamilton's closing in on Shawmans for the race lead. Just under 2/10 separate the pair. Heading into turn 2. Now into turn 3 for the final time. The left at turn 4. A swing wide from Hamilton to carry the momentum through the corner into the 90 left here at turn 5. Louet, Fracassi, Maximov, Knoren, Alfayez, Clark, Reba and Bubinova. That completes your top 10. So will Hamilton have the opportunity to take a race victory here on Heats Day? He's going to have to work for it because there's only one more corner in the chicane to go. Through the final right-hander, up over the crest they go. Kasper Schaumanns makes it 2 for 2 here at Marienburg. He wins, but only by just over 0.16 of a second after 9 laps. Armand Hamilton takes second position, Boluet third, Alberto Kiko Fracassi and Boris Maximov rounds out the top 5. 6th, Krik Knoren. 7th, Hamza Alfayez from Jordan, Archie Clark, August Reber, and well done to Slovakia's Laura Bubinova for rounding out the top 10. We have had a 5-second time penalty for pushing issued. That is to George Nassar in 18th position. He will drop to 20th as a result of that. But Ryan Bourguignon, Thomas Ingram Hill, Max Cuthbert, after his moment earlier on in the race, recovered to finish 13th, ahead of Theo Palmer, Joshua Graham, Olivier Jonkers, Charlie Smith, Sky Parker, Aras Majauskis, and George Nassar, with Thomas Behrmann suffering a technical drama on lap 6, ending what was going to be a very, very strong finish in the top 10 for the 2.59 from the United Kingdom.